Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more. I haven't posted in 5 days because I have not been feeling well, but I feel better. I'm just going to talk about all the things that's been going on in this community for the past couple of days. I have to talk about this.
October 14th. This will be the day that you'll hate for the rest of your life. When I beat you, with every year that you breathe, that day will be a constant reminder that you lost to a YouTuber. You can train all you want. It won't matter. Soon you will face reality and it will hurt you. You will be a disgrace to the Fury name. And your boxing career will be destroyed when I'm done with you. You don't want this as much as I do. You don't need this as much as I do. No pressure, Tommy. I'll see you soon.
Like, JJ, we all know that JJ is, I don't know, I would describe him as confidently cringy. Like, he's very cringy, but he's confident with it. Like, he likes to be cringy. But this is a whole nother level. Like, this took me back to GCSE drama. Like, what is my man doing? The secondhand embarrassment. It was too much. Like I said, this is just JJ. He is confidently cringy. It's just his brand. He likes to act this way. It helps to sell the fight. But fam, the secondhand embarrassment is a lot. As you can see from this tweet, it seems like Slim is moving further and further and further away from Misfits. I like Slim on Misfits. Like, I don't not want to ever see him on Misfits again. Like, I want to see him. Like, I think he's good at promotion. I enjoy watching him fight. And we've seen him from literally the beginning. He was on Misfits 01. Like, we need characters like Slim who have been here from the beginning, where this community knows him very well. Yes, he may not have a lot of clout, but him being there adds something. Like, we know him. We know him on Misfits. We like to see him. It's good to see familiar faces. So with him just being gone, like, I don't like that. So I hope he does come back. Like, I respect Mams for this response. Obviously, JJ is gonna troll. He's an entertainer. But I like that Mams said this, you know? Keep it professional, keep it nice, keep it cute. And Keem is just going to be Keem. Obviously, King Kenny versus Anthony Taylor has been announced. They're going to be on the Prime card for October 14th. I had a feeling that that is what's going to take place, especially with the way Keem was talking after those polls happened. And obviously, Anthony Taylor lost the poll and people wanted to see King Kenny versus Jarvis more. It was only by a small percentage, like 4%, but Jarvis and King Kenny did win over Anthony Taylor and King Kenny. But I had a feeling that they were still going to go with Anthony Taylor and King Kenny because of Keemstar's response to losing the poll, because he wanted Anthony Taylor to win. And also all the people in the Misfits Council, and even people who are not in the Misfits Council but work with Misfits, like Fox the G and Fred Beck, they were all for Anthony Taylor versus King Kenny, not Jarvis. So that made me feel like, okay, even if Jarvis wins, they're still going to put on Anthony Taylor versus King Kenny. And that's what happened. I don't know if it was already agreed before, but clearly this is what they wanted to do. I do personally think that Anthony Taylor deserves it because he's fought a lot on Misfits. He's more loyal than Jarvis to Misfits. Jarvis has never fought on Misfits. Like, there's no way that he could come and just fight on the Prime card. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, it's something you need to earn because it's actually a big opportunity. Understand people's, like, the fans and people who watch this community, I can understand why they would be annoyed by that, because a poll was put out and everyone saw who won the poll, but they still went with the other option. But then again, like, it's not like Mams put out this poll and said, if whoever wins this poll is gonna be the ones to fight. Like, it was just King Kenny who put it out. Like, it wasn't a proper Misfits poll, so they didn't have to listen to it. And also the fact that people don't enjoy seeing Anthony Taylor fight. Like, not even the fans have said this, even True Geordie. I remember watching a video of him saying that he does not like watching Anthony Taylor fight. I think it was after the Salt Pappy fight. A lot of people feel this way. So I think that's also comes to why people don't want to see him fight King Kenny. But this is what they've decided. I was in the space and Keem was asked about Happy Punch, and the people in the space were asking him actually quite good questions that I wanted to know about Happy Punch. It's clear that there's some things that he knows for sure that he wants to do with Happy Punch, and he has an idea of some things that he wants to do. But when it comes to where it's going and the end goal of Happy Punch, he states that he actually doesn't know.
You know, since then until now. So like basically all of our fighters fight on Misfits. But, you know, we wouldn't be opposed to have our fighters fight anywhere, really. It just so works out that I have a good relationship with Misfits that it's, you know, but if we had an MMA person on the roster, I would assume that they would fight in the PFL, UFC, anywhere, you know?
The only thing you, like I said, you'll have to fight with, and I don't know how it would, like however you guys worked with Lou DiBella would probably be the same way you'd have to work with MMA managers and agents.
Yeah.
Like it's really hard to say like it's hard to describe what Happy Punch is. Me and
which
Lou,
is why it's hard for those guys to sign on. I'm assuming.
like me and Lou, you know, once he understood what Happy Punch is and how it's set up, he was like, "Oh, absolutely, we'd love to have David on Happy Punch." You know, once he realized that we weren't going to interfere with, you know, their business side of things, we were only going to amplify it. Totally down to do that. So I would imagine it would be the same thing, but it's hard because does anything like Happy Punch exist? Like, is there anything to compare this to?
Kind of like the Nelk
Really?
Boys. That's kind of like what you're trying to suggest, right?
Well,
Like
not
the
well,
Nelk
The
Boys.
Nelk Boys, they use Happy Dad to sponsor fighters. Like you're talking payment for representation. Happy Punch isn't paying these guys to represent Happy Punch.
It's like a fraternity almost.
Yeah.
Yo, Keem.
It's like
It's a
a
network.
club. It's kind of like a club, really.
Yeah,
It's like the Call of Duty Modern Warfare days, right? Where you'd have your what is it? It was your clan tags or something like that.
You just rep the brand and you gain the perks with it. That's basically
right. Yo, Keem, what's up with your boy Lee Trink being canned today? What happened there?
I am not at liberty to say.
Interesting stuff, though, huh?
I did hit up Lee for a statement. He said he's not ready to give one, but he will. And I've obviously talked to my brother over at FaZe, talked to the founders, and it's kind of crazy what's going on over there. But I can't say too much right now because it's a publicly traded company, and I'm a big shareholder.
Hey, Keem, can I ask you a clarifying question about Happy Punch, just so I can understand it?
Are you fucking kidding?
Yes.
You runs out of bounds.
So Happy Punch doesn't get like it's only like a positive to be a Happy Punch fighter, right? Like you're just giving them positivity, like promotion and stuff, and the only thing that you're asking for is for them to wear the brand, right? Is that how it works?
Yeah, I mean, Happy Punch is growing because one, we're like kicking ass and we're covering news, right? And we're on top of that. The other aspect is we got guys like Salt Poppy and Anthony Taylor that are repping the brand and they're going out there and doing big stuff, right? So, you know, what we want the fighters to do is to rep the brand, help build the brand, and in return, we help build them. But it's also like a lot of the fighters on Happy Punch working with each other and promoting each other as well, right? So it's a real team, if that makes sense.
Happy Punch should rebrand, Keem. I know you won't do it just because you kind of have already built this, and maybe you don't have to. But Happy Punch should look into other sports, like not just combat sports, because the problem you're going to run into if you continue, well, you might not because you know, MMA is somewhere I don't think you're going to snap up the entire roster, but The problem that you might run into is if you get too many of these combat sports guys, because combat sports is not team oriented, they may end up having to fight each other, which is a little detrimental to what you guys are doing, right?
Yeah. Well, it sucks when fucking my guys have to fight each other, but I don't really know what Happy Punch is. Like, I don't know where it's going. All I know is we're growing.
Like Happy Punch freaking esports or Happy Punch freaking streamer, you know what I mean? Or whatever. I don't know.
So
The problem with going on too many different avenues like that is you kind of lose the cool factor. Like, somebody suggested to me, they were like, look, why don't you just sign every single fighter in the space? Like, sign every single one.
Yeah, I don't
And then
see
you'll
that
have
as
all the control. And then you'll have all the control, right? And I'm like, that's no, I don't want control. Like, I want like a cool team. Like, it loses its cool factor and its attractiveness by signing anyone. Like, that doesn't make sense, you know?
So
I
what
just
would
think that too many fighters is go ahead, sorry.
I was just gonna ask, what would be like, just to understand, like, what would be success for Happy Punch? What's like the end goal? Like, what are you trying to attain or achieve?
I don't really know. I don't really know what, you know how like Microsoft was supposed to be a computer company and now it's a computer company, a gaming
Right.
company. It's like all this stuff, right? Like, I don't know
Yeah.
where the company is going. I don't know. I mean, I obviously want to run my own events. Like, I do want to run Happy Punch boxing, influencer boxing events. Like, that's definitely one thing. But I don't know if that's the end goal. I don't know what the end goal is. I really don't. I'm just trying to figure it out every day. New ideas and new strategies and new shit happens.
Happy Punch is a new company. It's just like Misfits. I'm sure it will come with time. I like the idea of having promotion companies like Happy Punch. I feel like there needs to be more because I think competition breeds ideas and it can be healthy sometimes. Not G7, I can't lie, but another promotional company, you know, just for healthy competition. Another one like Happy Punch. But I'm sure with time, like, he'll have an idea of where he wants it to go exactly. Anyways, guys, leave your comments down below on what you guys think. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.